They're getting the operation together. Again, this is an operation that is secret, that they invited folks out. Can't tell you what is going to happen, but you're going to watch it live unfold here on the Don Lemon Show. The administration and the fake news magas are losing their mind over something that's not even true.
Oh, no, son. This ain't got nothing to do with MAGA. This got everything to do with you taking your faggot ass up in that church and harassing people.
This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere that is a key location. They don't expect us to come there, and then we disrupt business as usual.
You, by the way, who keeps saying that white people are devils, but you married to a white man.
Don Lemon, like, I'm a Christian too.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are your people? Why are you not at Whipple every day fighting for the humanity, standing for our people? Where are you?
Hold up. Pause everything. Don Lemon did not just report on the protest. I'm gonna fill you in on something real quick, right? This man walked straight into church while people were praying. And guess what he did? He interrupted everybody and started saying, say her name, Renée Good. And now the DOJ is talking about charging your boy, or should I say your girl, allegedly with the KKK Act. How ironic is that? On MLK Day. Make it make sense. All I'm saying is, this went 0 to 100 quick, and he just found out the hard way. Pause, no Diddy. Let's roll into this clip.
So this is what the people are trying to protect, because all ICE wants to do is get them out of our country, bring them to prisons and jails and mental institutions from where they came. That's all they want to do. They're patriots, and they have to be abused by guys like Don Lemon, who's a loser, lightweight. I saw him the way he walked in that church. It was terrible. I have such respect for that pastor. He was so calm. He was so nice. He was just accosted. What they did in that church was horrible yesterday.
I would not put it past this administration to target midnight mass services amongst folks going to worship, because that's who they are.
A group of activists led by Don Lemon stormed a Baptist church.
What do you think of this? I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
David Easterwood is the director for the field office of ICE in St. Paul. He also serves as a pastor right here at City's Church. So if you Google City's Church, you will see David Easterwood's name there. If you Google him, you will also see him at a press conference that was held by C-SPAN, standing next to Kristi Noem. And also the lawsuit that was filed by the ACLU in December on behalf of 6 Minnesota residents that just went in front of Judge Melendez, and where she put an injunction against ICE for them being able to retaliate against peaceful protesters. His name is in those court documents, again, as the director of the field office for ICE in St. Paul. That is unacceptable. How can you be a pastor of a church, but overseeing ICE agents in the field?
But there were folks who will say, I have to take care of my flock. Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus, because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world, is Jesus Christ. I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though. We're here to worship Jesus. Yes. That's why we're here. Yes. Okay, that's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about. Don't you think Jesus would be understanding and love these folks? We're about spreading the love of Jesus. But did you try to talk to them as a Christian? No one is willing to talk. Okay, I have to take care of my church and my family, so I ask that you actually would also leave this building. You don't want us to.
When did you have the right to go into somebody else's building and carry on like that? You have no constitutional right to go into someone's fellowship. I don't care who it is.
And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice.
Why are you gay?
But I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy.
That's violation.
Renée Good! Renée Good! Renée Good!
You see, for Don Lemon to sit here and say, I had no clue what was going to go on. I'm just a journalist. I'm not a protester. I just went there to be a journalist, just to record, ask questions, and leave. No, you knew exactly what they were doing. That lady specifically told you what her MO was, to disrupt people's lives who are involved with ICE. That is all. And that's what she's doing and displaying right here. And he's a big part of it. The funny thing is, he recorded himself doing it. Y'all thought the YNs were crazy? I think he beats everyone at this point. No pun intended. That's wild disrespect.
And they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom. It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male, pretty much. And so, yeah, I absolutely 100%, but it's an intimidation tactic. And, you know, I said, I don't understand how I've become the face of it when I was a journalist. I do understand that I'm the biggest name there.
They're getting the operation together. Again, this is an operation that is secret, that they invited folks out. Can't tell you what is going to happen, but you're going to watch it live unfold here on the Don Lemon Show.
And I'm also, as I was on with my producers this morning, you know, you and Kylie talk all the time. My producers were saying, I said, how did I become the face of this?
There are for this reason it may look like MAGA coded, but there's a reason they have so many white people here. I'm just going to be honest. It's because of the operation that they're doing today. It's important to have allies, as they said, white allies here. So that is what I could say. I turned our camera off of them because they're giving some critical information here. But there we go. Everybody's ready to go. Let's go. Okay. Thank you guys for allowing me to be here. Thank you guys.
Okay.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. We're on. We're not saying what it is, what's going on, but thank you. Tell us why you're doing this.
So
this is Nakima Levy Armstrong. She's on the show on Friday.
Levy Armstrong, civil rights attorney, longtime activist here in the community. And, you know, we protest and do activism in all kinds of ways. This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere that is a key location. They don't expect us to come there. And then we disrupt business as usual. So that's what we're about to go do right now. We've had a lot of success with the times we have done Operation Pull Up.
Yeah.
After George Floyd was killed, we went to the Police Federation head's home and staged a demonstration there. We also went to the head of the U.S. Marshals from Minnesota after Winston Smith was killed by the U.S. Marshals. We went there after Dante Wright.
People who are wearing the uniform now, you think they're patriots?
I don't think so, especially those ICE agents.
That's what I'm talking
no.
about. Yeah. Well,
No, they're terrorists. They're traitors.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it.
Today we had the honor to protest with Nakima Armstrong and the Racial Justice Network. Just like Jesus did, we went into that church and we flipped tables peacefully. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are your people? Why are you not at Whipple every day fighting for the humanity, standing for our people? Where are you? You drink your coffee, you got your jewelry, you have your nice clothes, but what do you do? What do you do to stand for your Somali and Latino communities?
I'm not going to comment.
You have no comment, exactly. As you can see, all these pretend Christians, all these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters. You come here to a man wearing a suit. Is a preacher? Did Jesus wear a suit? Did Jesus profit off the words? No! Jesus would dine with innocents. Do not touch me. Touch me again and see what happens.
Hey, you can't.
You are a fake Christian. Why are you not standing with your Somali and Latino communities? Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity? Where are you? You're sinners. You're pretending to be Christians. But we know you live an easy life, don't you? A very easy life while people are starving.
At the end of the video, I put a clip. You know, what I do is I take clips from TikTok and Twitter, or should I say X, and I put them together so I can review them with you guys. You know what I mean? But I say that to say this. He actually went back on and responded to this and said that they were welcome. No one was trying to kick them out, and that they were just sitting there praying. Does this look like that to you? Go in the comments and let me know. Make sure you stay to the end of the video so you can see what I was talking about.
Living real comfortable while the people starve. Living real comfortable while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're all living real comfortable, aren't you? Shame on you. Do something. Stand with the Somalis. Stand with the Latinos. Quit ignoring this injustice. He wears a suit and tie and he hangs out with Kristi Noem. How is that a Christian? You're supposed to accept all immigrants, are you not? Why are you not going down to Whipple and joining us in protest against this inhumanity?
How do you feel about the, allegedly, according to the protesters here, there's a member of ICE who is a pastor here, or is a member of the clergy?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
A member of the clergy or a pastor here is works with ICE, and that's why they're upset.
I didn't know that.
Allegedly, I don't know. That's what they say.
Okay, well, I would say before just ramming into a church, maybe it'd be good to get some more information first. You said talking is the answer, right? Yeah. Well, then maybe instead of making assumptions, it'd be good to ask the person first before making that assumption, then going into their church.
I don't know if they tried to talk to anyone. Would you be okay with your pastor talking to them?
I think I think conversations will be great. I think we need more communication. I don't necessarily agree with what's going on with the ICE raids and stuff, but I also don't think fire with fire is the answer.
This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere, they don't expect us to come there, and then we disrupt business as usual.
Fake right-wing propaganda news alert from this supposed right-angle news network, supposed network, that I led a protest into a church this morning in Minneapolis. That is complete BS. First of all, I had no idea who the organization was until I arrived this morning. Sure, and number two, that's what every journalist should be doing, exactly what I did. What I did was report, chronicle, and commit an act of journalism, which is what every journalist should be doing. That's what happened. So if you really want to know the truth about what happened, why don't you check it out at the Don Lemon Show on YouTube, on Substack, and on Twitch. And follow us on any of our socials if you really want to know the truth, rather than getting some right-wing propaganda from a so-called news network.
I believe he
protesting is about, and so
I wish he never did.
There's you see the police are here. They haven't come in yet, but that police are here, and this is where folks are leaving. Just want to show you, and that's the inside of the church there where they are. And so the pastor, I don't know if you can see in there, the pastor's hugging members of the church as they are about to leave. And so, an interesting Sunday morning for you. What do you think of this?
I'm a Christian here that wants to praise the Lord with my son, and now I got to go home. I'm sorry that you guys are so angry.
I'm just chronicling. I'm not with the group.
What do I have to say?
Do you understand why they're angry?
You met up with the group.
I don't understand any of this because I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man who loves the Lord and is a good father. So this is what we look forward to, is coming, being with our family and praising Jesus, and that's not something that we have to run away from. So this is kind of a bad day for us. But, we're going to heaven, so that's the best news we got.
Do you understand that some of these folks feel voiceless?
I don't understand, because right now I'm so upset right now. I don't really have I'm thirsty, and I can't think very clearly. So what I want to do is just say, we love you. Yeah. My son and I love you guys.
Yeah.
And
I'm a journalist. They're activists.
The simplest thing we can say is that we love you guys.
What do you mean, you guys?
Well, whoever's here in this house.
Okay.
We don't distinguish between Christian and non-Christian. We love everyone, and we want everyone to come to heaven.
Yeah.
We want people to go to heaven.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. We want folks to go to heaven, and if we need to talk about these things, then this isn't the time for that, really.
But don't you think until we go to heaven, if you believe in that there should be some sort of peace here on earth, and that people should have agency, and we shouldn't be beating people up off the street, and we should be abiding by the Constitution?
I think that's just a little bit loaded for me right now, what you're doing.
Why so?
Well, I don't want to interview right now. I don't want to interview. I just want to tell you guys I love you. I don't need to interview right now because I want to be with my son. It's Sunday. It's time for rest and for renewal.
Where are they? Like in his car, he's like right on the corner.
And I would like to answer your question. I just can't right now.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. The protesters are still inside of the church. Police have showed up, but they haven't come inside yet. The administration and the fake news MAGAs are losing their mind over something that's not even true. So let me just make it clear, because this assistant attorney general, I don't know, gosh, what's her name? Something Hammett, Dillon or whatever. So I had no affiliation to that organization. I didn't even know they were going to this church until we followed them there. We were there chronicling protests.
You heard what she told you.
Once the protest started in the church,
to disrupt
we did an act of
business as
journalism,
usual.
which was report on it and talk to the people who were involved, which included the pastor, members of the church, and members of the organization. That's it. It's called journalism. First Amendment, all that stuff. For all of you people who believe in the First Amendment, absolutist,
Renée Good. Renée Good.
Once he saw that, he was supposed to say, you know what? I don't want no parts of this. I'm leaving. I'm out. Y'all have a good day. Y'all bugging.
Renée Good.
He knew what he was doing. He actually set them up for failure. They might end up taking a fall for him. What is the purpose of doing that? And how do you get people to do that? How do you convince them? Listen, we're going to get up together and we're going to go to this church.
These people have come into our house and they've interrupted our worship. This is a house of peace, and we try to proclaim that. And this stirs division and rancor. And in the end, it's not helpful. Ultimately, I believe they've lost. They've emptied a house of worship. Everybody's gone home. Their point has been proven worthless. And so, in the end, I think they lose. But more importantly, if I was to break into any of their houses uninvited, cause derision and upset according to their values, I would be kicked out ultimately. It's not a good way. I feel violated. I feel interrupted. I feel angry.
May I ask you something? When you were saying if you had showed up at their house, they're saying that people are showing up at houses where they're citizens without due process and breaking and entering the house. One that we saw, I've been watching from New York.
Into Minneapolis a little bit ago, and did some reconnaissance on the ground, speaking to an organization there that's gearing up for resistance and protest. I've been pleasantly surprised to see the community coming together. Diverse community. If you see this, when we first pulled up, we're like, wait a minute, which operation are we at? And as it turns out, because we're like, well, this is kind of MAGA coded, right? Saw the American flag or whatever, but these.
So remember, every time he says MAGA coded, what he's trying to tell you is that there's a lot of white people over here. I don't understand where he get this type of term from, but who coined that? I don't know who's in charge of that right there, but your boy is crazy talking about I don't know what kind of organization we have or operation. What is wrong with you? He is the biggest race hustler. I don't know who really wins it between him and Down Low Hewley, but hey, let's go.
Our resistance protesters, they're planning an operation that we're going to follow them on. I can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up. And it's Takima Armstrong, and she has been doing this since George Floyd, Dante Wright, and others, where they surprise people, catch them off guard, and hold them to account.
Soundbite that we played that Don Lemon used the word we. Not protesters, not they, not them, or any of their preferred pronouns. He said we. Does that put him on the line as a protester and lose his First Amendment media coverage?
I was this position of his is so stupid. I was trying to figure out how to put it in layman's terms. Imagine you have a bank robbery that's being planned by a number of criminals. They're crossing state lines. They're using the wires, and then a podcaster says, "Well, let me embed myself in here and come along for the ride and live stream the crime." that would not be protected by the First Amendment.
ICE is the complete opposite of Christianity.
Makes sense.
You cannot be an ICE agent and be a pastor. My name is William Kelly. I'm a combat infantry veteran. I'm a patriot. I'm a defender of human dignity. But we went in there and we preached the words of Jesus at them. Jesus said to love thy neighbor. Jesus said to welcome
Why is he wearing a
faraway
Biggie shirt
places.
for?
But we're terrorists? They're calling me a professional agitator now? Well, yes, I am. I am an agitator because people need to be agitated. What they're doing to this nation is unconstitutional. It is inhumane. It is treason. It is disgusting. That is a white supremacist church. As long as that pastor is allowed to preach there, it is a hateful church. Those are not Christians. Those are evil people if they support that.
I don't know. This guy's on some type of drugs. What type of strain do you think he's on? There's actually another video of your boy tweaking where someone started following him and filming him, and he just lost it. He's like, why are you following me for? It's kind of weird. Yeah, he was following the pastor after the congregation was done. Sometimes you got to just tell yourself, these people are lunatics. They have no life. They have too much time in their hand. They like to gather up for all the wrong reasons. And the reasons they should be gathering up for, they never do. Like the time when they told us we had to get this or else we're going to lose money or you can't travel. I feel like that's when people should have said, you know what, let's stick together. We're not doing that. We're going to protest against this because something does not make sense. But no, everybody conformed and it was, I'm going to lay down so I can get down. Everyone folded, or should I say the majority of the people folded. So y'all could miss me with that. Don Lemon, hey, I believe his days are numbered as far as like he getting too comfortable. He feels he can get away with anything at this point. That's the type of energy I'm getting from your boy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all go in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. See you in the next one.